Good morning. Hello. So great. Welcome. Nice to have you with me. So people are asking, how long will these things go on for? I'm planning on my commitment from the first day I started them, the 1st of August, was to do them for a year. So let's see what happens. So come, let's move. Come. So standing today to the front of your mat. So just standing to the front of your mat and just standing tall, draw your shoulders back, have a sense of the length of you, the stretch of you. And then just bending your knees, rolling yourself down until you bring your fingertips down towards the floor or whatever version of this you do in the morning. And then slowly rolling back up, reach your arms wide, bring your palms together, reaching up, looking up. And then slowly rolling down. As you roll down, really feel the deep curving of your spine as you travel down. And then slowly rolling up. And reach your arms wide, bring your palms together. Nice, one more time. Rolling slowly down, really feel your shoulders, your neck, your head, your spine, rolling down. And then slowly rolling all the way back up. Nice. Bring your palms together and keep your palms together. Now sit your bum down. So you're sitting deeply down into your bum. And then stretch through your legs. And then slowly lower your arms down beside you. And try and touch the floor either side of your feet. But keep looking forward. So I'm looking forward and my fingertips have touched the floor. Rising up. Bring your palms together. Sit your bum down. And one more time. Lower your arms down. They're long beside you, and you're trying to touch the floor either side of your feet with your chest looking forward. Round your back, dropping forward. Bring your forehead to your knees. Stretch your right leg back and step it back into a lunge. Turn your toes towards the right side of your mat. Slide your hands all the way to the right foot. Bend the right knee and just see how low can you get your bum to the floor, whatever version of that you do. Nice. Stretch through your leg, travel your hands back, turn your toes towards the front of your mat, drop your right knee to the floor, left hand, left knee, rising up, reaching up towards the ceiling, and then let your hand continue until your right hand comes down towards your right thigh and you're grabbing the back of your right thigh. And then reach the left hand up towards the ceiling, reaching up, looking up. Nice. And bring the left hand to your knee. Windmill that right hand all the way down until it comes to the floor. And then twist towards the left. Draw your left elbow back and extend your left hand up towards the ceiling. And just feel the sense of the deep of your spine twisting. Maybe bend that left knee a little bit more. Nice. Bend your elbow, bring your hand down, step back into your plank pose. Have a bit of a wiggle. Bending one knee, bending the other knee, bending both knees. And then slowly walking forward to the front of your mat. Walking forward, all the way forward till you arrive at the front. Slowly rolling up, rounding the back. Reaching your hands up, bringing your palms together. Keep your palms together. Sit your bum down deeply, like you're trying to sit in a chair. Stretch your legs. Lower your arms down and bring your fingertips to touch, keeping your chest looking forward, your head looking forward, reaching down towards the floor. Rising up. Palms come together. Sit your bum down deeply towards the floor. Sorry. And then lower all the way down, both hands to the floor. Sorry. From here, stretch the left foot back behind you. Step back into a lunge. Turn your toes towards the left side of your mat. Slide your hands towards the left foot. And then bend your left knee. Or try and sit your left bum down or your bum down as close as you can to the floor. Whichever version of that suits you this morning. Stretch through your legs. Travel forward to the front of your mat. Drop your left knee to the floor. Right hand, right knee. Rising up, reaching up towards the ceiling. And then swing that left hand behind you till your left palm comes to grab your thigh, and then reach the right hand up towards the ceiling, reaching up, looking up. Nice. Bring your right hand to your knee. Windmill that left hand all the way down until it comes to the floor. Twist towards the right. So my hand is on my knee and I'm turning my chest deeply towards the right. From here, draw your elbow back and extend your right hand up towards the ceiling. So we've dialed in our twist and now we're reaching deeply up towards the ceiling. Bend your front knee a little bit more. Nice. Bend your elbow, bring your hand down, step back into your downward dog. Have a bit of a wiggle. Nice. Drop both knees to the floor. Bring your hands underneath your shoulders. Shoulder shrug. Squeeze your shoulders backwards. Push your shoulders forwards. Squeeze your shoulders backwards. Push your shoulders forwards. Squeeze your shoulders backwards. Push your shoulders forward. And now begin to bend your elbows like your nose is descending down. And then push your shoulders backwards. Nose is traveling down. Push backwards. Nose is traveling down. Push backwards. One more time. Nose is traveling down. And push backwards. Nice. Rounding your back into the cat. Arching your back and look forward. Rounding your back. And arching your back. One more time. Rounding your back. And arching your back. So from here, bring your both elbows to where your hands were. So you're down on your elbows and your hands are on the floor. And then stretch the right arm long in front of you. And then bring the right hand over in front of the left hand. And then imagine that you can bring your armpit down in the direction of the floor. So you're just lengthening into the side of your body on the right. Breathing into it, leaning into it. Nice change. Bring both elbows to the floor. Reach your left hand forward and then bring it over and cross in front of the right hand. And imagine you can bring your armpit to the floor. You're never going to get there, but it's that direction. Nice. And then come back. Both hands, bring your bum to the floor. So yesterday we were doing a movement. So if you can, bring your feet so that your feet are on the floor itself, or your feet are on the carpet, or not on your sticky mat. Okay, so if you have space, otherwise you'll get stuck to your mat a bit, but that's also okay. So depending on space, if you do have space, take your bum so it's on your mat and stick your legs off your mat. So from here, bend both knees and slide your feet towards you. So your feet are on the floor and your knees are bent. Drop both knees down towards the right. Right. And then slide your left knee on top of the right knee. We were doing this yesterday. You can bring your right hand to the floor. Takes the strain or the pull out of your waist and belly. If you do need to, then do. Slide your left foot back. Bring your knees back up. And then slide your legs long. Nice. Bend your knees. Drop your knees down towards the left. Slide the right foot. You can bring your left hand to the floor. Right foot on top of the left. And then slide your foot back. And then stretch both legs long. Nice. Again, bend your knees. Drop your knees to the right. Slide your left knee up. Slide it back. Stretch both legs long. Bend both knees. Over towards the left. Slide your right foot up. Slide it back. Stretch it long. Nice. So we're going to do a little bit kind of like flowy. So bend your knees, drop your knees, slide your foot. Bend your knees, stretch your legs. Bend your knees, drop your knees, slide your foot. Knees wide, knees rise, stretch your legs. Cool, how nice. So we're going to do that same movement now lying on the floor. So come lie on your back. Your knees are bent and your feet are flat on the floor. And then bring your feet so they're as wide as your mat. So there's, for me, I always make sure I'm in the middle of my mat. And then I go try and find with my toes the edges of my mat. And I go, oh, there's the edges of my mat. Sounds really obvious, but. And now drop both knees down towards the right. And just feel that through the hips, through the belly. And then come back up to center. And then drop both knees down towards the left. Through the belly, through the hips, through the thighs. And come back up to center. Nice. Stretch your right leg. Keep your leg out to the side. And then stretch your left leg. So my feet are really wide. And my legs are straight and out to the side. So find the distance that feels right for your hips. Okay. So this whole combination we're going to bring together. So bend both knees. Feet are as wide as your mat. Drop both knees down towards the right. And now glide the left foot up until your left foot is on top of your right foot and your knee is on top of your knee. Slide your foot back until it comes to the edge of your mat. Bring your knees back up. Stretch out through both legs. You can do one leg and then the other. Both legs at the same time is somewhat hard on your pelvis. See what you need to do. Bend both knees. Both knees down towards the left. Slide your right foot until your foot is on top of your foot. Keep your right shoulder down. Slide your foot back and you're seeking the edge of your mat. You're going, where's the edge of my mat? And you're going, oh, there it is. Bring your knees up. Stretch your legs out long. Nice. One more time. Bend one knee and then the other, or bend both knees. Drop both knees down to the right. Glide your left foot up until your foot is on top of your foot, your knee on top of your knee. Slide your left leg back behind you. Find the edge of your mat. Come back up to center. Stretch your legs out long. Nice. Bend both knees. Drop both knees down towards the left. Slide your right foot up. And then seek the edge of your mat with your right foot. Come back up to center. Nice. So walk your feet till they're closer. Stretch your right leg long and reach your right arm overhead. And then your left foot is going to stay on the floor. So it does something. So when you lift your left foot, it will change the dynamic of the pose. Okay, so push the left foot deeply into the floor and then roll over onto your right side and then reach your left hand as far as you can. But my left foot is, so I'm not letting my left foot drop. I'm really keeping my left foot on the floor and I'm even pushing as much as I can into my left foot as I reach with my left hand as far in front of me as I can. And I'm balancing here. So there's this weird moment where my right foot is stabilizing me, my left foot is counterbalancing me. So find the balance of the pose. Nice. Come back. And then we'll try it again. Keep your left foot on the floor, really glue it down. Push your left foot down, roll over, and reach your left hand as far out forward in front of you as you can. My fingers are floating. I'm reaching. So I'm not landed down. My fingers are floating, so there's a sense of an active dynamic in the hand that's reaching. And then come back. Great. Bend your right elbow. Bend your right knee. Stretch your left leg long. Stretch your right arm long. So your left side is totally long and strong. And now glue your right foot to the floor. Push your right foot down and then reach with your right hand as far out forward as you can. But my right foot is really staying on the floor and I really feel the edge of my left foot is holding me up as I do this. And then roll back and come to the floor. And again, push your right foot down, glue it down, and then reach your right hand over towards the left. All these poses, I'm like, when would I use this? And I'm like, I'm on the beach, I'm sunbathing, and I go, oh, my sun cream, I forgot. And so I'm always trying to find what is the relevance of how would I use this pose? Sun cream. And then come all the way back and land on your back. So nice. So from here, bend both knees and bring both hands up. So somebody once called this dead sheep pose. So both hands are up, both knees are up. And so from now on, your hands and feet are not allowed to touch the floor. Your upper arms can a bit. Your thighs can a bit, because it naturally will, but your feet and your hands, no. So roll slowly over to the right-hand side and keep your hands and feet off the floor and end up on your belly. Nice. And then slowly come back to land on your back, keeping your hands and feet off the floor. We'll do the same side again. Roll over towards the right, and then keep your hands and feet off the floor. Try and have your thighs as far off the floor as you can. Really feel that sense of lifting. And then roll all the way back to land on your back. Seems very straightforward, but it's not. And now try the other side. So roll over onto your left side, keeping your hands and feet off the floor. And roll back, all the way back until you land on your back. Nice. Last time, rolling over towards the left side, hands and feet stay off the floor. If you need to bring them to the floor, of course, you're so welcome to. But if you can keep them off, then do. And then rolling all the way back, come land on your back. Nice. Drop your feet to the floor. Bring the soles of your feet together, your knees apart. Flatten your lower back down into the floor. So I'm not arching my back here. I'm flattening deeply down. Soles of the feet are touching. Hands are resting on the belly. And just pausing there. Interlock your fingers and bring your hands behind the back of your head. So I'm not pulling with my hands, okay? So I'm not in any way pulling, but my hands are assisting. So flatten your lower back down, keep your feet glued together, draw your knees up, and then tuck your chin in and draw your elbows to your knees and your knees to your elbows. Lower down, bring your head to the floor, bring your feet to tap. Maybe rest with your feet for a moment. And again, keeping your soles of your feet together, draw your elbows to your knees and your knees to your elbows. Don't pull too hard with your hands. And lowering down. If you find that you're pulling with your hands, bring your hands to the top of your head. And then you don't pull with your hands. Your abdominal muscles and your neck need to work. Maybe do that. That's quite nice as well. So just do that a few times. Drawing your elbows to your knees to your elbows. And lowering down. Elbows to your knees to your elbows. And lowering down. Nice. Bring your feet flat to the floor. Lift your knees up and then liberate your hands from your head and draw your elbows to your knees and your knees to your elbows. So you're pushing deeply down. You've really connected your elbows and your knees together. And now stretch the left side long, reaching out and long. And then bring them in. Stretch the right side long. And I'm really pointing my left elbow into my left knee. I'm going, wow, what a pointy elbow I have. And then coming all the way back. Push your right elbow into your right knee. Stretch the left side. And then coming back. Stretch the right side long. And then coming back. Nice. We're going to slightly shake it up. So bring your right elbow over to your left knee. Right elbow, left knee. Now stretch the right leg long. Don't do anything with your hand. Come back up. Stretch your right leg long. You can lift your head if you wish. And come back up. One more time. Stretch the right leg long. Come back up. Nice. Lowering down if you were lifted. The other side. Bring your left elbow to your knee. Right knee. Lift your head if you wish. Or let your head rest on the floor. Really depending on your neck. Stretch the left leg long. And coming back. Stretch the left leg long. And coming back. One more time. Stretch the left leg long. And coming back. Arms beside you. Feet to the floor. In the beginning of all my Zoom classes, all my real classes when they were, we used to always start with a pelvic tilt. So just do a pelvic tilt. So flatten your lower back down. And then arch into your lower back. Flattening your lower back down. So you're just checking out, how am I after all that rolling, standing, connecting. And now begin to roll up along your spine. So as you roll up along your spine, feel the yum of your spine. You know, love kind of getting tiger into my spine. It's like I use the dynamic of the push And it's like I roll the weight of my body along the floor and really connect deeply into the floor. How do you do that? How do you connect? How do you lengthen? How do you really feel your spine? One more time. Rolling up. And rolling all the way down. So you can stay here. You're lying on the floor. Stay there. Or come all the way over into your child's pose. And decide what you need. I really dig the child's pose at the end. So just see what you need to do. Either rest on the floor with your knees bent. Stretch your legs out long. Or come into a child's pose. And just let yourself settle. Just feel into your breath. You did your yoga, awesome job. You know, health is built one small action at a time, small choice. And so the choices you make really build upon each other. So just feel that in your belly, feel that in your back. You're investing in your wellness, you're really cultivating something amazing. Feeling it in your belly, your spine, your shoulders, your head. Let your breath settle. Super, guys. How wonderful. So have an amazing day. Really know that the resources, we can cultivate what we focus on. So finding wellness in your body, feeling, where do I feel well right now? And really, being in your wellness. It's really important at this time. So have a great day, and I'll see you again tomorrow morning. Same bat channel, same bat place. Connect. The thing we're doing in November is just, it's turning out really well. The kind of way it's turning out is that it'll be connect to your breath, connect to your wellness. It'll be a movement practice with breath. So great, guys. I will see you tomorrow.